Hey fellow tennis nerds, I hope all is well. Thanks to Victor Solé, an actor who came to Malta to shoot a movie called Hounds of War. Check that out on IMDb. It's gonna be out 2023, I would assume. And he was here for a few days and he wanted to play tennis. He follows my channel, so I thought that was great. I do get people reaching out to me and I tend to want to hit with them as well. So that's always fun to meet new people. Tennis is a very social sport. But you also get some good sweat and interesting exchanges on the tennis court. So super nice guy, Victor. We had the common past in the way that we both lived in Washington, D.C. in the 2000s. And it was interesting to hear about him shooting the movie. And he has a career where he has been in Netflix movies and series, as you can see in these screens from his reel. So nice guy, fun hit, but it was extremely windy. So it wasn't the most easy playable circumstances, and we played at the Hilton because he stayed there, which is very, very prone to wind. So that court is beautiful, it's by the sea, but as you know with tennis courts, the location, the surface and everything will affect how you play, and that one is one that we have to check the wind, and it's been a very windy winter, whatever you want to call it, in Malta. It's been tough for tennis, tough circumstances. So it wasn't the best, but he wanted to try a few different rackets. He did have tennis elbow sometime in the past, and he wanted to try arm-friendly, relatively light rackets, around 300, 290 gram-ish there. So I brought a bunch of different rackets for him to test. They had different string setups, so it's not the most scientific testing session, but still you get a decent feel anyway. So I tried to give him a selection that I thought made sense for him. And, he's been playing not for so long, only 4 years, but I think he's made good strides. He could definitely hit a rally ball and keep some consistency. And tennis is a very difficult sport, so if he keeps on working, I think he will keep gradually improving, because he seems like a very ambitious player and has done good strides already. So yeah, we played some tie breaks, we did hit some, and it wasn't the easiest weather, as I said, but a fun session. You will hear what racket Victor thought was the best for him. I brought the Boom MP from Head, the Yonex E-Zone 100, the Lacoste LT20, and the Clash 100. These are all arm-friendly, all good rackets. They have a slightly different feel, so I wanted to give him like an idea of the different brands and the rackets that I thought could work for his level and his game. So let's have a look and see what he says.
This racket, yes, I have the chance of using it. This Lacoste that you saw the review, amazing. Bravo. Yonex E-Zone 100. Let's see. Nice. So he's winning all the time, but that's normal. He plays at home. Let's see when he goes back to Barcelona. Ay, ay, ay. one. So I've tried 4 different rackets thanks to the help of the tennis nerd. All of them 100 of this, and try to be arm friendly. So he's on 100, then it was
Clash 100,
the Clash 100,
Boom MP,
and the Boom MP, and the last one was
Lacoste LT20.
the Lacoste LT. Lacoste LT is the most comfortable one, also because I was using the multi-filament. But if I had to choose one for my style of play, it would be the Boom, because it's you can feel it, and it's also arm friendly, so I like it.
Very good. Thanks,
Okay.
Victor. Thanks. So Victor liked the head Boom MP the best. That was the winner of his playtest. As I said, the strings were a little bit different, but he felt like that one had a good balance, nice control for the head size, because it's not so stiff. And it's still some good spin and power when needed. So the Boom MP is definitely a winner for many rec players that look for forgiveness. He also liked the Lacoste, slightly customized, because mine was very much under spec. It had a swing weight of below 300 before customized and with strings, so I customized it with adding some weight up in the hoop to make it playable, and he really liked that one, had a good feel. It has a comfortable feeling, that one, without being too muted and disconnected to the ball. He didn't like the E-Zone 100 too much. It felt a bit powerful and not as easy to control. It is a bit of a muted racket. I like that one quite a bit. I think it handles flat balls really well. It has fun power, like you can really whack the ball to the other side, but I can understand why it's not everyone's cup of tea. He didn't like the Clash so much either, because he felt like a bit disconnected to the ball. And that's the issue with the Clash series. I happily recommend it to many players, but for you especially who have some kind of arm issue or history of arm issues, but as a racket it can have a very distinct feel. You can get that trampoline effect where the ball just launches out of the string bed. I know many of you love it, so it's just the question whether you like it or not, which is why you should always try. Which one would you pick and why? Let me know in the comments below. If you want to support Tennis Nerd, check out patreon.com/tennisnerd, where you get unique content every week. If you want to buy any of these rackets, please do so through my affiliates. The links are in the description. That's all. Have a nice day, and don't forget to play some tennis.